Happy Thursday, everybody. This is your favorite crypto trading show. Sorry we missed you guys yesterday, but B. Wellington was a little under the weather. But I think he still made a little bit of money on that trade because this guy is always on the charts. We've been doing a lot of ranging this week, and big deal is when are we going to move out of the zone and which direction is it going to go? So, without further ado, good morning, B. Wellington. How are you?
Oh, doing well, man. A lot better than yesterday, but yeah, I mean, we did have a little bit of success on the charts yesterday, but nothing big because we're just ranging, so it's hard to get those big moves that really, can change your portfolio, but just catching the bits as they come. I mean, right now we're really just kind of stuck within this range, and I would say this range is like 1342, 1340s down to this. We kind of got down into this area, kind of dipped down below, but really, this kind of this 1275 is the range that we've been sitting in. So 1245 to 1341, somewhat of the range. We played down here a couple times. We didn't break this range here on this last one, moved back to the upside. So, we're having some resistance at this 200 EMA. We hit it again, came back down from it. But eventually, I think, we'll have this move to the upside. We have had some down days. Let's see if we look at the daily. We've had a couple of, we've had three up days, couple down days. I would imagine that we may come up since we've taken out this entire candle here from previous, that we may move up a little bit today just to kind of shake things up. But if you look at the Brinks, we just opened up not too long ago. We kind of had this clearing, this volume stopping or this directional changing candle here that's got us kind of moving to the downside. But price is starting to come back up, as well. So and we've got daily open down here. We've also got kind of our psychological levels down here as well. But I do think we challenged this 200 a little bit more. Maybe move up in yesterday's high. But I'd like to see us get up into this 1326 area again. And I think we'll get there. Will we do it today? Just kind of moving back into the 14-minute and looking at where it looks like people are trapped. You know, I'm going to go out on one and say that we move up today. Not a huge move. I still think it's going to be rangy. I do like the 1341 area, as far as moving up, just because we've been hanging out in this lower portion of the chart, which it would indicate that we've kind of trapping some shorts here as well. But again, I mean, the longs have just been coming on board pretty heavily. And as I say that, we're starting to move up. We come in and break this peak, which you would say that a lot of folks are trapped at, which is that 1303. We've been kind of, this is a psychological level as well. So I would anticipate that if we do break through here, that we do get to that 1340s area, 1350s. But I wouldn't call it, I wouldn't say that this would be a kind of a long term deal because I do think that will probably come back to the downside, probably in the next couple of days if we manage to get up into that area. So we look at some of the other charts that we normally look at. I mean, we got open interest at 5.8 billion. As far as the perpetual is concerned, really nothing's changed at all. I mean, we're looking at 5.7 to 5.8 billion. If we look at funding rates, we got a lot of the stable coin. This is very expected. Stable coins are negative. A lot of your coin margins are positive. There's some obvious reasons for that. We've had, this is the Binance chart. We've had OI that's decreasing as the CVD is decreasing as well. We're starting to get a little bit of move to the upside, which I would probably indicate that we've got some longs are coming on board. So maybe they'll use this opportunity to trap those longs and get a little bit of an extended move to the upside since we've been kind of hanging out in this downward area. So we'll see. So, predictions are for myself that we move up to the upside. We've got Dow that just opened, S&P, NASDAQ. You know, to the upside, but pretty much flat if we're talking about the S&P and the Nasdaq. Pretty much flat. We may have some earnings that come out, which is causing the Dow to move up. They started talking about the dollar. The dollar continues to soar. The 10-year yields also moving up as well, which would be indicative of, people that are moving to safety, moving their money to safety. If we look at news, we've already had some news that come out. Initial jobless claims. This is actually a positive number, right? As far as from a 214,000. Well, actually, no. If we got this is jobless claims, we've got 214,000, which is moving down. This continued jobless claims at 1.39, which just kind of shows labor market really not going anywhere. I mean, these aren't significant misses, relative to that, but little bit of it's just a little bit to say weakness on the Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index, that the Fed's not done, right? This is all just telling me that the Fed's not done with what they have to do. If we look at next week, just kind of looking at news, home price index, home prices are dropping. Everybody knows that. New home sales is going to be slow. Real domestic products, we'll have to look at that number as far as some of those estimates are concerned. Have some initial, jobless claims as well. Here we go. Friday 28th, we're going to have the PCE. This is going to be another big day. So we may have some range into this 28th. This is also end of month, right? So everybody's expecting the market to pump before the end of the month just because that's seasonality. And so we still got this big news here. So this may be the day, or this may be the move towards this. But I would say that we probably don't have any significant news till Friday, October 28th. So,
Oh man, that's that's a whole week away.
what have we been doing all this week? We haven't done shit.
Yeah, I know.
Like, we've been ranging and ranging and ranging. There's not any liquidity that's really coming into the market. We're sitting at the same OI, same players, same market participants. I think, they're just trying to trap retail, trying to make their money that way. And it's been pretty balanced. It's been pretty balanced as far as longs and shorts are concerned. So we'll just have to see. I mean, but really, actually, there's probably been a lot more longs and shorts because we're sitting at support. This is a
Right.
huge support area.
Well, you said every time a bunch of longs jump on board, we have a pullback just to shake them out. So maybe they are getting ready for a pump, but they want everyone to go short before they do it. They just want to
Yeah,
literally exhaust those people until they're ready to give up, and then.
they're having a tough time, my friend.
All right. Well, let's check and see what I have on my end. Let's see. You can go ahead and close your. There you go. That helps me.
Hey, dog, I got it. Yeah,
I,
come on.
I know, homie. I know. You're good. You're good. Okay. All right. Cool. So this is High Block Capital. And as you can see, yeah, bunch of longs jumping on board. We got more short liquidations to the upside.
But zoom into that, and look at the sizes that are coming in for those longs. That is not insignificant. Because I think when we start looking at overall shorts and longs, those shorts have been there for a while. These longs are hopping on so quick, it's
Yeah,
not even funny.
we're getting taken out. So yeah, our delta is only negative 2.5 billion. It's just so crazy how we can not really move that much in price, but the balance gets so shifted. I've always found that to be pretty incredible. But longs are still jumping on board. So I'm going against I'm going against Bear Wellington here, and I am calling uh, for some downward momentum here a little later today. That's just me because I want to be different.
And you see all these longs that have jumped on
Oh
board, and
yeah,
they're either going to come
absolutely.
get
Oh
them.
yeah.
But eventually this is part of the trap. We're above the VWAP. We just bounced off of it. I love that. I love
Yeah.
that for this long I'm in. But
Well,
I'm also have my stop and profit, and we're in the first 30 minutes of the futures market.
so we had this is an indication for reversal trend right here, which would signify a long. They came up here. The big deal is we need to break that past the zone that we're testing, about 1305 right now. This is the top of the range. If we get through there, I expect us to slide up to 1317 pretty quickly. But if we get rejected, go ahead and expect us to come back down, retest the VWAP, and then if we could get below that, then we're going to start dropping down into these ranges and filling these voids. So 1305 for the breakout, and then let me zoom out here so we can get some long-term liquidity looks to see.
We need some volume to come in.
Yeah. So nothing really above us, nothing really below us. Looks like they're keeping us in this tight channel. So, this 1340, 1280 range that we've been in, unless something happens drastically today, I think we're going to continue to see the same ranging around, unfortunately. It's just
boring market.
It's just the way it is.
They're trying to bore you out of the market, and then they're going to make a huge move, and there's little participation, and then everybody's going to get on board, and then they're going to go and snap it back the other way.
That's usually what happens in these types of situations. Little bastards. No, so do expect some ranging. If we do break that 1305, expect us to get up to the 1320s and maybe even all the way up to 1340. That's definitely a possibility, but make sure we get past that. So maybe a conditional long order if you're looking for a long. But if we get rejected in that area and start coming down, then we do have some short room to go down to. So 1280, and especially if we break below 1280, go ahead and expect that we might be going on a ride for sure to the downside. That's all we have for today. Stay frosty out there because it's going to be a rangy day. So best of luck to all you guys out there, and we'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Until next time. A-N-F.